right, Paul, I appreciate you taking time out to go through this interview process with me. So we're just going to take this time to get to know you a little bit better. So if you will, just tell me a little bit about yourself. Maybe we'll start with your family and just go from there.
Okay. Well, I have a beautiful wife. Her name's Tammy. I have two daughters. I have a 21-year-old daughter, Courtney, who is my stepdaughter, and I have a 16-year-old daughter, Caitlin. Tanya and myself, we've been married for 18 years, going on 19 years now.
Wow.
My oldest daughter is a nurse. She just graduated and has her first job. And my youngest daughter is going to attend, I guess it's MSSU, and she doesn't know what she's going to be yet.
And when will she be starting at MSSU?
She'll be starting there in the fall.
Wonderful, wonderful. Exciting time. So if you've got one that's 21 that's already graduated in a nurse, and you have a daughter that's 16 or 17, excuse me, and is getting ready to go to college, that tells me that you and your wife are going to be empty nesters soon. How do you feel about that?
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, wonderful. I definitely admire you for that, because in today's society, first of all, marriages lasting 18 or 19 years are getting fewer and further between. But then to be in a place where you're actually looking forward to being alone with her is wonderful. It says a lot about your relationship, so I admire you for that.
I think she likes me.
It sounds as though she does. So tell me what kinds of things the two of you have done to create an environment that you're looking forward to spending time alone with her.
So she's my best friend, and I'm her best friend. We do a lot of things together. We run together. We cycle together. We pretty much do just about everything together. There's not many things that we don't do apart. The only thing that she does without me is school. She's was a paralegal for 18 years and decided that she wanted to go back to do what she really feels like she was meant and called to do, which is social work. So she's going to the U of A to get her degree for that, and then she's going to go on to the master's program, and we'll see where it goes from there.
How do you feel about her changing directions like that?
I think it's great. I think that's what she should do. She's really good at that, and plus, it's closer for me to retire.
That's always a good thing. It's always a good thing. Now, has your marriage with her always been that way? Have the two of you always been best friends? Or?
No. Probably over the last 7 years it's been that way. The first 10 years, not so much. The first 10 years was up and down, rocky, and then we both grew up, I guess, if you want to say that. We kind of made a commitment to each other and been like two peas in a pod since then.
That sounds very nice, very nice. So it sounds to me like you've found a way to definitely make that work for the two of you in a wonderful way. So I'm very happy for you in that aspect. Now, how about work? Tell me about work. What do you do for a living?
So I work at the juggernaut called Walmart. I am a director in produce, so I have categories that I oversee. Prior to that, I ran stores for 15 years. So I've always been in operations and retail. I decided when I was younger, when I went to going to college, that people always had to eat. So in retail, you always have a job.
Absolutely.
It's either that or be a mortician, because people are always going to die. I did look at that, and that really wasn't for me.
Right, I can understand that. So, do you have a degree?
No, I do not have a degree. I went to school, and when I was 19 years old, after going to school for almost 2 years, they approached me about running a store when I was 19 years old. And even if I would have got my degree coming out of college, I would have made twice as much doing as a store manager than I would have made coming out of college. So I decided to go that route and been successful ever since.
It sounds to me like you have made some pretty smart decisions in your life and made a very nice professional career out of this without a degree, so I definitely commend you for that. I do know, hope you know, that's very rare in this day and time, as rare as your marriage is and the relationship you have with your wife. So it sounds to me like you figured a lot out in life. So Kudos to you for that. Now, how long have you been in this position that you're in now?
Roughly right at a year this position. Prior to that,
Okay.
I was still in the buying role. I was just in different categories and different positions.
Okay. Do you like the position that you have now?
Yes.
Do you? Which do you like better? Do you like being in the home office, or do you like working in the stores better?
I like the atmosphere of the stores because you get to deal with a lot of people day in, day out, a lot of different people. And in the stores you have 400 or 500 associates that you're pretty much responsible for.
Okay.
So I do miss that at times. However, there's some perks about being in the home office. You still get to see a lot of people, but you get to be able to interact with the upper management of the company. And sometimes that's more important, not from an aspect of getting yourself seen, because you'll get seen if you do your job. More so about being able to influence them about the decisions that they're making for the stores.
Okay. So it sounds to me like you enjoyed being working one-on-one with the people in the stores, but your reasoning for being where you are now is to make a difference, bringing your experience from the stores into the home office to help them make better decisions that will affect the store. Is that what I hear you saying?
Correct.
I think that's very awesome. I think that the people you've worked for and those in the stores are very lucky to have somebody like you in the home office. Because I know a lot of times in corporations, the ones that make decisions don't always have the knowledge. They have the theories, but not the how it's going to roll out. So I think you being there is a definite advantage for not only Walmart, but the people that are working in stores. Now, do you see yourself staying in the home office?
Yeah, I believe that I'll stay there until my wife gets her degree and she gets her practice going, and then I will retire.
You'll retire. Now, what will you do when you retire? What is it you're looking forward to doing?
Haven't decided that part yet.
Okay.
Actually, I'll still work. I just probably will not take on that kind of pressure and that more something different. I kind of already know somewhat, but I'm still working through some of that.
So it sounds to me like even though you're enjoying the role that you're playing there, it's still a little bit stressful for you.
Yes, there's always days when you work in corporate America. It's going to be stressful.
Sure. So is there anything else that you aspire to do? You said you haven't really figured it out yet, so you're still kind of toying around with what you want to do with retirement, if you will. How about traveling? Are you a sightseer? Do you like to go out?
My wife does. So I do.
Okay.
I actually do like that.
Okay. Awesome. So you mentioned that you and your wife run together and ride together. Now, is that something that you just do locally, or do you two go and do that anywhere else? Or?
We travel around. We do races. We travel to Disney and do the Disney races down there.
Okay.
We go out to California, do California. And this year, we were somewhat limited when our children were smaller, and even when they were at their age that they're at now. My oldest one, she's now a senior, so next year when she's gone, we'll probably do a little bit more traveling to different destinations and do destination races instead of local races.
Okay. Now, do you feel like finding something like that, an outlet like that the two of you can do together, do you find that has maybe even strengthened the bond in your marriage between the two of you?
Yeah, because she likes to talk. And I'm a good listener.
Okay.
So as we run, she's usually talking and I'm usually listening.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about her talking then? I mean, am I hearing that is a little bit of a distraction for you, or do you enjoy that part of it?
I don't mind it at all. I enjoy that.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad, because women tend to be a little different than men, and they do process through talking, so I'm sure she's very appreciative of you understanding that part of her makeup, if you will. So, well, I thank you for sitting down and talking to me and sharing a little bit about your life, and sounds like you've really grown, and you and your wife have created an amazing marriage and friendship, and I admire you for that, and I hope that the two of you find many enjoyable things in the future to do. I wish you well as your daughter leaves home to go to college, and hope that empty nesting turns out well for you, and wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.